All right, I'm going to help you with this Unit 3 scavenger hunt review. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at any problem, write the letter of the problem down, then work the problem and find the answer on the next problem. Write the letters of the problems down, and after you solve them, they will loop around. So here we go. I'm going to start with A. There are 25 pieces of fruit in a bowl. 10 of them are apples. What percentage of the fruit in the bowl are apples? So that number 3 underneath there, that one right there, that is the answer to another problem. So we're going to get 10 out of 25. So let me go to my whiteboard here. I want 10 out of 25, and I want to know what percent that is. So I'm going to divide 10 divided by 25. Here's my calculator. 10 divided by 25 is 0.4. That's the decimal. That's not my answer. I want to know what percent. So I'm going to multiply times 100, and that will get me 40%. Let me go back, see what we have for our answer on here. Okay, so we're looking for 40. So here it is, F. So we go from A to F. So let's draw another one. And we have A and then F. So let's see what's next. Okay, so we'll have to keep going back and forth. So F is, how long would a trip take if I drove 55 miles per hour for 121 miles? So how long would the trip take? I'm going 55 miles per hour for 121 miles. Okay, so let's take a look at how long that would take. All right, so I've got 55 miles and hours. So I'm going to go 55 miles in 1 hour, and I want to go 121 miles. I believe that's what it was. Yes, 121 miles, and I want to know how long that would take me. Well, I don't know how far apart these two are, so I'm going to go ahead and divide 121 divided by 55, and that will tell me what I'm multiplying by. I am multiplying by 2.2, and so what I do to one side, I want to do the other side. And I'm getting bigger from 55 to 121, so I'm multiplying by 2.2. And I want to do the same thing here. 1 times 2.2 is 2.2 hours. That's how long it's going to take me. If I also want the fraction, that's 2 hours, and 0.2 is 2/10, which is 1/5. I made a mistake on that one. 1/5. Yeah, 0.2 is 1/5. So 2 and 1/5 hours. Okay, so let's look for 2.2, or 2 and 1/5, 2.2. Oh, here it is, right here. So it's I. So I is our next one. So AFI. So let's go back and read what that says. How long would it take for a train going from Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia if the train traveled at 80 miles per hour for 121 miles? How long would it take? Well, this one's 80 miles for 120 miles. So let's take a look at what that is going to be. 80 miles per hour. So that's how fast it goes. So 80 miles per hour, 80 miles. I got miles and hours, and we're going 80 miles per hour. So 80 miles for 1 hour. And I'm going for 120 miles. So 120 miles is how far I want to go and know how long it's going to take me. So again, I'm not really sure what I multiply by here, but I'm going to divide the larger by the smaller. 120 divided by 80, and that gives me 1.5. So I'm going to multiply 80 times 1.5, and I'm going to do the same thing on the right side. 1 times 1.5, and that's going to get me 1.5. So that'll take me an hour and a half for that trip. So let's go back to the scavenger hunt. Let's look for an hour and a half. Oh, here it is. Right here, B. B is our next one, an hour and a half. So let's go back up and write down our letters. B is our next one. So back to the scavenger hunt. Okay, Lynn's family has completed 40% of the trip. They have gone 96 miles. Okay, so they haven't gone an entire trip, they've gone part of the trip. 40% of the trip, and that's 96 miles. How long is the entire trip? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw let me erase this here. Okay, so I'm going to draw 40% of the trip, and that was 96 miles. Let me just double check. Yes, 96 miles. But I want to know what the entire trip was, the 100% of the trip. Let me make sure I'm looking for that too. How long was the entire trip? That's what it's asking. So let's figure out how long the entire trip was. Well, 40 to 100, I'm not really sure how long that is, but I do know if I find 10% of the trip, then I can get to 100. So I can go divide by 4, and then I can multiply by 10. So that's what I'm going to do. Divide by 4 to find out what 10% of the trip is. So 96 divided by 4 is 24. Then I'm going to multiply times 10 to get to 100. So 24 times 10 is 240. So my entire trip is 240 miles. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go look at and let's look for where is 240. Oh, here it is. It's G. So G is our next one. So G at the top. So let's go ahead and put that on our list. So G is next. So let's look at G. Lynn runs 4 laps around the track in 9 minutes. 4 laps in 9 minutes. How long does it take her to run 1 lap? Write your answer as a decimal. Okay, let's do that. 4 laps in 9 minutes. So 4 laps in 9 minutes. 4 laps in 9 minutes. How long does it take her to run 1 lap? Well, I don't know. I'm going less laps, so it should take me less time. So let's divide by 4 here. Let's divide by 4 over here. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 9 divided by 4 is 2 and a fourth, 2.25. So that's what I'm looking for, 2.25. So where is 2.25? Here it is, C, right over here. So C is going to be our next answer. Let's go back and put C, and here we go. C says, Lynn runs 4 laps in 9 minutes. How far does she go in 1 minute? Write your answer as a fraction. All right, so let's take a look at 1 minute. All right, so we have the same thing right here, but instead of how much 1 lap in 2.25 minutes, we're going to find 1 minute and find out how many laps she can run. Well, she only has 1 minute, so she's going to go very little laps. But I'm going to go from 9 all the way down to 1, and 9 divided by 9 is 1. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. 4 divided by 9 is 4 divided by 9, 4 ninths. So let me take a look at what we've got for our answer. And we're supposed to write it as a fraction. 4 ninths. Do I see 4 ninths anywhere? 4 ninths. Oh, here it is. It is J. J is where we are now. So let's write J in before I forget. J is next. And J. Lynn runs 4 laps around the track in 9 minutes. If Lynn runs 20 laps at the same rate, how long will it take her? So now she's going to run for 20 laps. 20 laps at the same rate. So 20 laps. Let's go back to our, so 20 laps. Which one was laps? Laps is the first one. So we went 20 over here. Well, if I look right at the top, I've got a 4. 4 will get me to 20. 4 times 5 is 20. And 9 is over here. 9 times 5 is 45. So it should take her 45 minutes to run those 20 laps. Let's take a look if we can find 45 somewhere. 45. Ah, 45 is right here. D. this one here with the ship, D. So D is our next one. Let's put D in as our next. All right, let's see what D says. A ship's captain mapping a trip wants to know the distance the ship will travel over a certain time interval. So let's see how fast the ship is traveling. Know the distance the ship will travel over a certain time. How far will it go? Well, how many miles per hour are we going? Well, if we look at this middle column right here, it will tell us that we are going 26 miles per hour. If we were to divide 13 divided by a half, you would still get 26. Or even if you divided 39 divided by an hour and a half, you'd get 26 miles per hour. So if you look right here in the middle column, it tells you the answer right here, 26 miles per hour. So let's look for 26 miles per hour, which is right here, letter H. Here's letter H, 26. 26 miles per hour is how fast that goes. So our next one is H. So D and then H. So we're kind of looping around. I'm going to just write down below because I'm going in a circle. So H is next. Here's H. Which one weighs more? A dog who weighs 18 kilograms or a child who weighs 38 pounds? Find the answer for the heavier number. Okay. A dog who weighs 18 kilograms or a child who weighs 38 pounds. 18 kilograms. So let's look at this right here. 1 kilogram is 0.45 pounds. 1 kilogram is 4.5 pounds. All right, and we're trying to find what does a dog weigh? 18 kilograms or a child with 38 pounds. 18 kilograms or a child is 38 pounds. We want to know which one weighs more. Okay, well, let's start with just the 1 to 18. If I multiply 1 times 18, I'll get 18. So 4.5 times 18, let me tell you in that calculator, 4.5 times 18 equals 81. So 81 pounds. Wow. So which one weighs more? And I already know a child that weighs 38 pounds is going to weigh less. So in this case, which one weighs more? I'm going to go with the 18 kilogram dog. So the dog, I'm going to say the dog weighs more. Find the answer for the heavier number. Okay, so the answer for the heavier number will be 81. So let's look for 81. Huh. It might be E. It might be E because it says 18. The heavier one would be 18. Oh, so 18 kilograms. I'm going to go with E. H and then E. Let's see if that's right. Hopefully I'm not leading you astray. E. Okay. And E says Jada and Elena are 24 miles apart. They start walking towards each other. Jada walks at a constant speed of 5 miles an hour. And, we need another name. So that should be Elena. Elena walks. Let me switch that right now. Elena walks at a constant speed of 3 miles per hour. How long will it take until they meet? Okay, so let's see how long they meet. Let's go to Elena. 3 and 5 miles an hour, 24 miles apart. Okay. All right, so here they are. We got Elena and Jada. And one is walking at 5 miles per hour and another one is walking at 3 miles per hour. And they're 24 miles apart. Well, if they walk together in 1 hour, they can walk together 8 miles per hour. Because one walks 3 miles and one walks 5 miles. So together they can walk 8 miles per hour. Now they need to go 24 miles. I just made a mistake. Miles needs to go on under miles. So 24 miles, how long will it take them? Well, let's do the math. 8 times 3 is 24. So 1 times 3 is 3. So it takes them 3 hours to walk together 24 miles. So let's go back to our paper and look for